Okay. Let's get it back. The Cowboys are winners of 3 straight with Cooper Rush filling in for the injured Dak Prescott. They face the defending Super Bowl champs who will have to come up with a plan for the Dallas defense that stifled offenses with its pressure. Let's dig a little deeper on that pass rush. They've generated 65 pressures, third most by any team through 4 games of a season since ESPN began tracking pressures in 2009. That could continue on Sunday against Matthew Stafford and the Rams offensive line, which has struggled. Stafford's been sacked 16 times, which was tied for second most in the NFL entering this week. No doubt that Dallas defense has been dominant. Marcus, how do the Rams try and counteract this Cowboys pass rush?
Yeah, legit just recovering from what we just talked about. Listen, the Rams running game has to be prevalent. The one thing that Dallas defense has shown the propensity to give up is some explosive plays on the ground. And this defense, once they get you in the 3rd and 5+, it's probably the hardest defense to play against in the NFL because of that rush group that they have. So I'm looking for Henderson and Akers. They got to turn into Ofo, Adrian Peterson or something. They got to turn into some monsters this game and then find somebody else to spread the ball to. But more importantly, this run game for the Los Angeles Rams is going to help facilitate everything else that they need in order to try to beat this Dallas Cowboys defense.
Yeah, Ryan, the Cowboys offense has been clicking, even without Dak Prescott. How can they keep that going against the Rams?
If you look at this offense, they've gotten better every week, and Cooper Rush has kind of found his place in this offense. CeeDee Lamb stepping up, making #1 plays. Obviously, Michael Gallup is back on the outside. And what Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard has done is provide some explosive plays, and we've seen Zeke with some very physical running in tough running and matchup situations. But here's what I want y'all to think about, and Marcus knows this guy, and we all do. There's always this offensive lineman that actually used to play like tailback when he was in high school or play something when he was in Little League, and he has runner's legs. He has kind of like Kenyan ankles, those marathon ankles. But up top, he's built like a big dude, right? He got a big belly. He got a barrel chest. That's what the Los Angeles Rams are on defense. They're top heavy. Aaron Donald's really good. Bobby Wagner's really good. And so is Jalen Ramsey. Everybody else, they kind of like, they're the little ankles of the offensive line.
Damn, little ankles.
Secondary. Everyone but Jalen Ramsey is getting toast. If it's not Aaron Donald being able to create pressure, then they aren't getting pressured. If Bobby Wagner isn't running sideline to sideline, being physical on the run, they're getting run through as well. And so for the Los Angeles Rams, it's about Raheem Morris figuring out how to get everyone playing together cohesively like we saw last year down the stretch and finding a way to slow down this Dallas Cowboy offense that doesn't have to score a ton of points because they play defense so well.
Okay.
Yeah. We know what the Cowboys want to do on offense, right? They want to run the ball, and they want to give Cooper Rush easy shots off of play action to CeeDee Lamb. And for me, on the Rams side, to Raci's point, because you're not quite as talented perhaps as you were in the past, it comes down to discipline. This Rams defense has struggled greatly against play action this year. 28th in expected points added per play off of the play action pass. And really, the safety position has been vulnerable in that area, and as well as linebacker. And I think that's going to be a huge issue in this game. Can you be disciplined? Can your eyes not betray you on those play action passes? As long as they can limit what Dallas does over the top and force them to string together long drives, I think Cooper Rush will get patient. He has tried to turn over the ball before. They can get him to force some bad balls in this one and keep in it.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all. Listen, my bad. Here's the thing for me. Like, we talk about these gurus in the NFL, and Sean McVay got to figure something else out. Like, we were all texting each other during that game. Cooper Kupp had 20 targets in the last game. That ain't gonna work against this defense. And so when I look at the thing in totality, and we talk about players and their talent and what they have and what they're not doing well, he has to take a lot of responsibility on himself about how to get this offense moving, how to get more people involved as well when we start talking about the Rams now and down the road. This ain't the defense to be one-dimensional in. This ain't the defense to give tails away about what you're about to do from an offensive standpoint. So that's what I'll be looking forward to. There's an amount of pressure that should be laid at the feet of Sean McVay as well as we talk about Matthew Stafford, this offensive line, the defensive line, and the secondary, because last game he got one-dimensional as much as his football team.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, we keep talking about maybe OBJ ends up back there, and that feels like a fix, but you got to survive until he can get there, even if he decides to continue on with the Rams. Let's pick this game between the Rams and the Cowboys. Marcus, you get to go first. Who you taking?
I'm taking the Dallas Cowboys, 20-17. And look, y'all really went back and forth on this, but I don't trust Matthew Stafford right now.
No, you can't trust Matthew Stafford.
I know his offensive line has a lot to do with that. And with Dallas rush group, the way Trayvon Diggs is playing at this game at a very high level, I think they're going to force Matthew into 1 or 2 turnovers in this game, which may be the difference.
I'm going with the Rams. I'm nervous about it for all the reasons that we've articulated. But here's the thing. As good as Cooper Rush has played, he has tried to give away the football a few times, and they've gotten lucky. I think at this point his luck does run out. Aaron Donald forces him to make a bad decision. Jalen Ramsey capitalizes. The Rams have been a close one.
I'm going to go with the Dallas Cowboys.
Shit.
It pains me to say it because I'd rather pick the Rams than pick the Cowboys. But I just love defense, and I love the way that this team
Chicks live the D.
I love the fact that they decided with a guy like Anthony Barr, you can put Michael Parsons in the place where he gets to rush multiples of times against different players and different people. Also on the back end, Donovan Wilson's emergence, and now obviously Trayvon Diggs playing at an all-pro level. I just think they're too much defensively for the Rams to handle, especially after what I saw on Monday.
RC, you supposed to love me, man.
Okay. Yeah, he's all in.
You don't play for
Wow.
boy.
All right, listen. Boys are on the Cowboys, girls are on the Rams. I'm going with the Rams too, and I am nervous about. I know, I'm nervous about it, and you're never going to let me live this one down if I'm wrong, and I'm probably wrong, but I just have this feeling that they're going to turn it around at some point, and I feel like it might be this week. So
have some confidence.
Let's do it. Yeah, I'm dogging my pick and considering changing it. Also, I would say that I think smaller ankles are better than bigger ankles, RC. Back to your ankle analogy. But anyway, let's get to some injuries, and we hope that none of them are ankles.
Okay. Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, of course, with my buddy Cowboy Jobu, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, it doesn't work. And I see Gina Thorne just entered the building. What's up, Gina? What's up, Gina? And of course, we know Roland is always here. What's up, Stacy Schubert? What's up, Alicia? What's up, Alicia? And of course, Joanne Gonzalez. What's up, lady? And Angelica Barron. What's up, Angelica Barron? Oh my goodness, where you been? Miss Anita Applebaum, Anita Taylor, how are you doing tonight? Oh my goodness, we got all the ladies up in here. How's everybody doing? And wait, can you guys hear me? Can a brother hear me? Let's do the mic check right now.
Nice, check 1. My mic sound nice, check 2. My mic sound nice, check 3. Are you ready?
Are you ready, Mike? What's up, man?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
How you doing tonight?
I'm doing okay.
You don't seem to have the energy that you had last week. Yeah, you okay? I mean, y'all remember last week? No sound. What do you mean no sound, Simba? I got sound. Simba, you might want to turn the volume up on it. I think everybody else has got sound. I think everybody's got sound. Does nobody have sound? Okay, all right. I think everybody's got sound. Yo, Dante, what's up? All right, so we got some stuff to deal with here. We've got some injuries.
But Mr. Drops.
Well, Mr. Drops, he's got a groin issue, and you do have 2 groin muscles. Okay, so Brian, you got 2. It's inside of the thigh muscles. Okay, the sound is Vogue here. Okay, Miss Anita wants to know what's wrong, Mike. Mike, what's wrong? Scott Simpkins, what's going on? Sugar Daddy, what was the Alice Cooper reference? Y'all seem like you were having a party. We got our first super chat out.
Take the money out, all of it.
Alan Williams says you look sad. Looks like you missed Gina.
I'm I'm good.
He said he's good. He's probably tired because of all them damn packages that he packed up today.
I should be charging you extra
Why?
because I'm delivering them to.
Oh, okay. Well, just send me the bill.
No, we're good. We're good.
Send me the bill. You know, I'm not about ripping anybody off.
No, we're good.
Oh, you can. Okay, Simba. Sorry, you had your Bluetooth on. Okay, I was like, you're the only one that was saying we didn't have sound. But I think we packed 23 of the Joe Bardys already got packed up.
Well, it's 23 packages total
Okay.
because you had some giveaways you had to take out too.
Okay, cool. Mike don't have no. He's got sound. I think
4 or 5 of them were giveaways.
And then Tracy got a whole nother stack because I know we got some more tailgate members we got to deal with too. So he's probably tired from. I mean, seriously, it looked like we needed a whole mail truck for that. I love what he said, man. Get paid, Michael Anthony Fitness. Get paid. Hey, what you talking about, man? Yeah, he gets paid. That's right. He gets paid every week.
Whether it's from him, whether it's from my dad or driving, I get paid every week.
That's right. He's like, that's right. Yeah. Okay, so I'm still trying to understand what was the Alice Cooper. Y'all seem like you were having a party before that. I saw the fake Mark video. Okay, you know what? Here's what happens. Let me explain something. See, the thing is when you talk about it, what he will do is he'll take 50 videos and cut up a piece of it. It's almost like, back in the day when they'd send a ransom note and they take a piece out of a magazine article here and a piece out of a newspaper and that's what he does with videos. But I think I know, if y'all remember, do y'all remember when we used to have that guy, Victor? Victor used to come in. You remember Victor? Victor would talk about how much I love you, Mark Holmes. I want to marry your daughter. I want to be a carpenter. I want to work with you. And he was a little bit off. I think that is the person. I think really what happened is, if any of you understand Eminem's video or song "Stan," I think that's what it is, because Victor was constantly just doing some crazy stuff. There was like a fake suicide and things, and he had gotten Joseph Heatherly involved in that, and Joseph was calling around trying to find him and get him help and everything else. He was some issues, but he would admit it. Mark Hutchins, what's up?
Take the money out today. All of it. Joe Barty's in the
But he would go back and he would immediately make another Victor profile and immediately come back. He was creepy. And I think that's what it is, that this was a guy that is like Stan. If you don't remember, watch the video from Eminem, Stan. And this is where I'm actually concerned about the guy. Cray, I don't want anybody to go, listen, I'm cool and all that. Listen, okay, it was cool. It was cool that the Amazon guy was like, "Oh my God, man, you're Mark Holmes. I thought you lived in Dallas." He's like, "I can't believe." No, seriously, no, Mike. This was crazy.
We lived in Dallas.
No, Mike, it was crazy because, okay, here's what happened, guys. I'm getting this. I got a silhouette cameo machine because I want to be able to do some shirts. See, here's the real thing. Okay, it's a vanity thing. I know there's a lot of you guys out there that are like me, okay? You still look good up top, but you got the belly. Well, they have shirts now for that, right? They got the shirts for that kind of make you look slimmer, so you don't have to diet. You just wear the shirt. But you can't get those shirts like on Teesprings. And so I was saying, I've ordered some, and my wife's like, "Man, you look like you've lost weight." And I was like, "Yeah, it's the shirt, honey. I ain't lost no weight, but thank you." And so I was like, it'd be nice if I could get my logo put on those shirts. And so that's where we were ordering this Cricut machine. So I ordered it. And this is what's crazy is I don't know if they do this on Uber Eats or whatever, but I was looking at Amazon to see, because they said it'll be delivered before 10 o'clock. And I went on there for tracking, and it said you were 3 stops away. And I was like, wow, okay.
It does. That tells you. It gives you the route.
Right. Well, the route. And then all of a sudden it said you're 2 stops away. I was like, oh my God. And I was literally looking at the map, and I was like, he's so close. And then it was like, you're next. And so I got up and I started shooting a video because I said, I'll do an unboxing for the Cricut machine, not the Cricut. I don't have the Cricut. I've got the Cameo, the Silhouette Cameo Pro. I said, that way I'll do an unboxing. I'll show it actually arriving with the UPS guy. I mean, the Amazon guy bringing it. And so I'm there at the front door and I'm holding the camera and everything. And the guy's got this big ass box on his shoulder, right? And he's walking up and he's looking. At first he's looking because I'm filming and I'm thinking that he's like, you know, maybe I don't want to be on camera, you know, and I'm wondering, okay, is this somebody who maybe, you know, he's got jaded past, and it's like, I can't be seen. So I was kind of like a little cautious, but his eyes just kept staring at me. It was like, you're Mark Holmes. And I was like, yeah. He's like, I watch you on YouTube. I was like, this shit was crazy. So it was kind of cool. So anyway, I don't know how I got sidetracked on that. It was cool.
You're talking about the t-shirts.
Oh, but the t-shirts. So that's where I'm going to get the t-shirts and get those made. Okay, so that's where I got the machine and stuff on that. So that's what was in the package. The package was it's a huge box. I mean, the piece is a good size, but it wasn't anywhere near the size of the box. But we got it unboxed, and my wife is figuring it out. Shout out to Tracy, because you know, like Mike is the genius when it comes to the inventables. When you guys get one of those pieces and all that, it's Mike who's actually doing all the programming, the artwork and stuff on there. He is fantastic with it. Yeah, I know. I got to paint it. It's Denver colors in Kansas City, and I've got to find the email because it's two friends that do fantasy football. So it's a two-faced one like I did for Pizzle. All right? Okay, anyway, that's what that whole thing is about, is Victor felt like a jilted lover because he kept I'm just saying, listen, that's literally how Stan was.
The dude should be locked up and put
I'm not saying that. Okay, but I think that's what happened is, you know, he kept coming in, oh, Mark, well, I love you. And it was like, I kept saying, be cool. It's like, okay, and so on. I was like, be cool, man. Just slow your roll and stuff. Oh, I want to marry your daughter. I want to work with you. I want to be, and it was just like, dude, sorry, this is getting a little bit off. And so I think because of that rejection, that's why he's trying to get anybody who's, you know, close to me and make them feel bad or you know, put their information out there and stress them out. And if you're, I know he's listening. I know he's listening. I mean, dude.
Just because you're blocked doesn't mean you can't watch someone's channel.
Oh, I know he does. Well, we know he probably 25% of my views are him because he watches every single video to cut and paste them. I mean, he actually is. He's helping the YouTube analytics because he does watch everything. And literally, I will finish, you know, doing so. I was out working outside, and boom, you know, 10 minutes later, he's actually beginning to keep up with me doing videos, and I didn't think that was even possible for somebody to even do that. Okay, all right. So we've got the Rams this weekend. Eastside Herald. Who was the weirdo that wanted to marry my baby? Oh, that was the guy that you like to hang out with there, Eastside. You know that channel that we're not mentioning? From now on,
this guy doesn't make enough money either.
Okay, so from now on, just refer to him as Stan. Okay?
Watch him he'll make a YouTube channel called Stan.
But at least he's admitting what he is. He's truly, the problem is he's truly a fan of the channel. He's truly a fan of it, and you know, and he just feels jilted. Yeah, like I said, watch Eminem's video. Stan, you'll understand. It makes perfect sense. It's game time, Brian. You know what's sad? Brian's off today. He's off Monday, and he ain't coming for the game, man. What's wrong with you, Jay? What's wrong with you, game time? You're not having. You don't have enough fun here.
The post office.
I mean, the game ends at 7. Right?
The post office closed on Monday.
That's what I'm saying. He's off on Monday. He ain't got to be at work on Monday.
I don't have to rush to get all this stuff packaged.
I mean, seriously.
I'll be back at the club.
I mean, game time. You know, look, game time.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Is that why you were here? Is that why you were here, Brian, to be entertained? Pollard, okay, so today was like, I just kept feeling like, remember when Jerry Jones was talking earlier this week, that Mike McCarthy, he deserves some credit because it's like he got into a fight and they gave him the biggest punch that they could, and he righted the ship and came back. Okay, I felt like today I was getting punched in the face. I literally, because first it was Jason Peters.
Oh, it's Chad.
Mark, you sound like I'm on crack? Like I'm crackling? Wait a minute. Are you saying I'm sounding like I'm on crack?
Whoa. Now he says he's coming. Now Brian says he's coming.
Now Brian says, fuck it, I'm coming. Okay.
I'm going to have a steak and cheese.
Huh?
I thought you were making the steak and cheese sub.
You mean, no, the French dip.
Oh,
the roast beef sub.
Oh.
But it's going to be 9:30 in the morning. Shoot.
But the thing is, though, you don't have to cover the Giants game because we're going to be here.
No, but it's football, man. It's competition for our. Oh, okay, kind of competition.
You know what I mean.
Okay.
You know what I mean. You could be cooking and all that stuff doing.
What I actually was thinking about doing was I'll take one of the cameras and put it upstairs. And, since we've got DirecTV and we can stream, I can stream the game upstairs, can't I? Because right, I put a TV upstairs on the deck and be cooking up there and watching it.
As long as they show the game,
because, it might be as bad as the game was last night.
Well, as long as Green Bay wins, I got money on Green Bay.
Okay, so here's what happened. I'm sitting here in the workshop and I hear Jason Peters with a chest injury. And doubtful for Sunday and could be out several weeks. And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, listen, he forgot the Bengay. Look, when you're old like me, you got to put on the Bengay before you go out on the practice field.
Now we're at square one when it comes to the offense.
Well, yes and no. Connor McGovern, played him, and Connor McGovern basically played back and forth snaps. Connor McGovern should be in better shape this week than he was last week coming back from injury. So he's going to be playing, but I can bet that probably Aaron Donald will be over him. Aaron Donald will be over him.
Yeah, so
okay, so we got that news, right? And then it was CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee's, groin. Brian, he's got two of them. He's got two groin muscles, okay? Not one. He's got two groin muscles. You're close, but not exactly it. CeeDee's got, is questionable for Sunday, but he'll play. Okay.
That's why I'm not worried about it, whether he plays.
Then you heard that Tony Pollard was questionable too with a mysterious ailment. And I was like, oh shit. What then I started thinking, well, Micah Parsons had the flu. Is the flu going around? I didn't know what it was.
Or the other bug going around.
No, what the bug was is food poisoning. He turned green. Okay.
Why did they just say that?
Maybe bad wings. I don't know.
Say food poisoning is a mystery element.
Look, okay, a couple things you don't do. You don't buy sushi at a gas station. You just don't do it. You don't do it. Alexander Negron, what's up? Rams going down for real.
They better go down because
they're going down for real.
$15 bet, you make $45. So,
Dak is done. Oh, Lordy. Okay. There's Brother Roz. Hold on. There's Brother Roz. Roz, it's your fault, buddy. Brother Roz, it's your fault that the Dallas Cowboys are 3-1, buddy.
No, it's not.
No, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because I realized what happened because he asked me something today. Roz said, and let me see if I can zoom up here. Okay, look. Okay, take a look at Jobu right there. All right? Take a good look. You see that green thing around his neck right here?
Yeah, the army green.
That is right there. Okay? Now, I do have this thing on here, but I don't think it works anymore. It's actually a tracking device. But this was from Brother Roz. And see, well, yeah. But and also the app. I mean, Aisha gave it to me like 10 years ago. But I probably need to get another one. But this right here, this bracelet here was actually Brother Roz's. And he wore it in Iraq for however many times he was there. That kept him safe in Iraq. Okay? I remember, and I'm not sure exactly when, But it hadn't been on here all season because when Tracy was redoing his hair, he had taken his head off and put the cray hair on him, right? And that didn't get put back on along with what was left of the flight attendant who found him from Kansas City. Okay.
So just like when you gave his cousin or brother ring and they won the Super Bowl.
Right.
So it's like the same thing, the same superstition.
Body armor weapons kind of helped, honestly. Okay, all right, but listen. Okay, it's only weird if it doesn't work. But also, too, he gave Jobu this medal. Okay? Right there. National Defense. So the medal is on, and the bracelet. And you know what? He might need the body armor, too. I'm just saying that I don't think it was on that first game. But by the second game, it was on there.
But who cares about the first game?
I'm just saying that it just...
But more times than not, when we lose the first game, we make it to the playoffs.
Some things changed from week 1 to week 2. Week 2, we did the glizzies. And we done glizzies week 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so the hot dogs. Listen, the damn hot dogs and chili are gonna be there every week. They weren't there week 1.
And week 2, we didn't have Dak, so I had to change up what we were doing.
Okay, all right, okay.
To fit the quarterback that we had.
Well, okay, yes.
Hopefully, they continue doing that when Dak comes back, whether it's the next week or the Lions.
I don't think it's going to be next week either. Now, Jerry Jones said,
I'm worried about the Lions, but we'll get to that when we get to the Lions.
Okay.
Because they could put up a lot of points.
I am more for getting Dak's hand completely 100% to go. We've got a tough road to hoe. We've got, of course, the Rams this week, which are discombobulated. Now, let's be clear here. These are more like your daddy's Rams, okay, as opposed to the Rams that won the Super Bowl last year. But there's no point in putting him out there if he is not 100% ready to go. There's just not. Right now, we're playing with house money. East Side. You know what? I ain't got no problem with the hot dog. I like hot dog. I tell you what, I like a hot dog with chili on it, with mustard, sauerkraut, and relish. That's the way I like a fully loaded glizzy. Okay, that's me. You mean Tom Glizzy? Come on, man. Come on, Jim. Why you got to do me like that? See, I sent you a chip that's got extra bites in it now, man. See, now you're really gonna be burning. Okay, so now you've got Tony Pollard with food poisoning. Like I said, man, get the Alka-Seltzer and everything else, and just let that stuff blow out your valves, out your system, and you'll be okay. Okay. I never eat another hot dog. Glizzy's name, I never knew of it. Okay.
That's more like
For those that are wondering why we call it, okay, I learned myself. In DC, a glizzy is basically for a Glock. The bullet clip. So they said a hot dog is about the same length as the clip for a Glock. So that's what they said. It's a glizzy. I didn't make it up.
It's an East Coast thing.
I thought it sounded more like a porn thing to me than it did a gun thing. But hey, all I know is when the Glizzies have been here, the Cowboys have been winning, and we're not.
And when we had good play call on the offense, we've been winning.
Okay, well, okay, all right. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Now you're going to be like Roz and say it wasn't the bracelet, that it was the armor and the weapons too, right? Jeez. Well, is Lola up here? Oh, there's Miss Hot Sauce. Okay. I'm burning for you, Lola. Okay, time for gourmet glizzies. No. We ain't chasing. No, we got the Hebrew National, the skinny dogs. We ain't changing them. We're not changing. Look, it works. Don't change. If it's working, don't change it. Okay, don't change it.
That's right, Mike.
Okay, why are we explaining that? Listen, a brother's just trying to get a win. Okay, a brother's just trying to get a win. He's not wrong. Okay, look, Brother Ross he's right. That's about the size of it. That makes sense now. Maybe Stan took the night off. Actually, Stan is probably at the moment going, probably in shock right now. And the sad thing is I mean, I honestly feel bad. I would love to actually just talk to him and just say, be cool. Be cool.
I
Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't? Okay, all right.
I don't feel bad for Stan.
Okay, Rhonda, help me, Rhonda. How are we doing, Rhonda? Okay, Rio started the Glizzy. Of course he started it. What else? What else does Rio have?
It was DMV.
Well, DMV. Okay,
DMV started it about the Glizzies.
but was it?
I think it was week 2 when he made hot dogs for the Bengals. The Bengals.
Yeah, that was the first time.
Yeah, DMV was one time.
When nobody gave us a chance against that team. Funny thing. Before I get back to the Cowboys, the Eagles. Oh my goodness, Rhonda, help me, Rhonda. Rhonda and her New York Giant fan husband. What's up? I guess your husband will be up early for the Giant game. We'll be carrying it here live on Sunday. The Eagles. I don't see too many. My numbers, I don't know if you guys have noticed that my numbers have gone down lately the last 2 weeks because we beat the Giants and we beat Washington. So like John Mooney, who was in here telling us how great the Washington Commanders were and how they were going to beat us 2 times this year and everything. Yeah.
What happened to our cousin, Daniel?
Oh, he woke up and was like, nah, I ain't coming up there for that.
How's the song go? When they take an L, they disappear.
That's exact. I forgot to sample it. Now I forgot what I was talking about.
You're talking about the cockroaches.
Oh, the cockroaches. Well, that's what I want. That's going to be the first shirt. Because Tracy's like, what do you want me to do first? I said, I need a cockroach shirt. Because, the numbers are down because the Giant Trolls are no longer here. And the Washington Trolls are no longer here.
The Giants here, they're winning.
But they lost to us.
But they had the best record.
They lost to us. They know that we're going to say, man, he just got bitched.
And for once, they may not be in the basement for once this season.
Well, no, true, but
it's like everything's going up.
Still ain't going nowhere.
Hey, but at least it's going up for the
okay, all right.
Last year.
I tell you, who the most unluckiest quarterback there has to be is?
Who? Daniel Jones?
No, Tyrod Taylor. Poor Tyrod. He finally gets in playing for the Giants, immediately gets hurt. When he was at Chargers, he had the problem with the rib. The doctor stuck a needle in there and punctured the lung. It's like, damn, dude. Must have a black cloud that's following him or something. But damn. So he's out. Now, yes. Daniel Jones is injured. And I guess, Barkley, is the number 3 quarterback. I think they called up somebody else in there, but, they still got issues.
Who?
Barkley.
Saquon.
He played quarterback for him because Tyrod got hurt and Daniel Jones got hurt to finish off the game. They did Wildcat the whole game.
Saquon Barkley is their number 1 quarterback going into.
Well, no. Daniel Jones is supposed to be in there, but I think they signed somebody, but he's still somewhere in the mix. Hell, he wasn't any worse than Daniel Jones.
Then they're really.
Seriously.
If Saquon Barkley is starting for them, then they have no chance this week.
Well, okay. But here's the thing that's funny, because a shout out to Greg Evans, because he sent it to me just before we went on. I was uploading it. I guess I forgot to make it live. But the Eagles keep getting butthurt every time you say you haven't beaten anybody. What are you talking about? We beat the Jacksonville Jaguars, and they were leading their division. I was like, dude, I don't mean no disrespect, but you got Eastside Herald's team in that division, okay? The worst team in football. Eastside, we kid because we love, but your team is ass.
Of course it's ass.
And then you got the Colts. You got the Colts in there that won the ugliest game ever played last night just because, Russell Wilson I don't know what happened to Russell Wilson.
Well, what he needed to do he should have just ran the ball. He would at least got the first down.
Russell Wilson, man, he got the bag and he ran, but he got killed today. There it is. Oh, hold on. Da-da-dun, da-da-dun.
Damn, Gina.
Okay. What's up, Gina? Wait. Look. Wasn't he like a sad puppy dog there with the show first? Look at look, the party just started there. Oh man. It was like literally he hit the power ring right there. Boom. He got that extra energy. But the Eagles, okay, so we got the Giants playing at 9:30. So we got the early game. So they got the NFC East attention by themselves.
Yeah, so Rasheed's definitely.
And then the Washington Commanders, they play at 1:00. And so they have the whole attention of the NFC East.
But guess who they're playing?
I forgot who they're playing.
Tennessee.
That's a
loss for Washington.
Maybe Tennessee's kind of ass though.
If Henry's running, they're going to win that game.
Henry's not the same guy.
But if he's running 100+ yards, they're winning. And
Okay.
Carson Wentz is known for
they got Carson Wentz, and the team basically gave him the dreaded vote of confidence that they're going to give him a long leash. Basically, we're saying you suck, but we don't have any better options, so we're going to keep you out of it. That's when you read between the lines.
Played better than him last year. Better than what he's playing this year.
They dropped $28 million on him this year, so it's like we have to play him.
No, you don't.
Okay, so then the Cowboys, we play at 4:25, and the Eagles play at 4:15.
Oh, and only PA and
right. So if you look at the map of where the Eagles game is being showed, it's being showed in some area, not all areas of Pennsylvania, but some areas of Pennsylvania and in Arizona. Everywhere else across the United States will be carrying the Dallas Cowboys.
So we don't have DirecTV to in those two markets.
Well, for those of you who want to keep up, we will have the Philly Cam going Sunday. So there's that. Eagles, you are the only undefeated team. You're going against the Arizona Cardinals, a decent team, but nobody cares. Nobody cares about you, Eagles. Nobody cares. Anthony Eldridge.
No one cares about Arizona.
Take the money out, all of it.
Arizona's ass this year.
Hey, 49er fan here. Just wanted to say I love the channel. And before you get on hold on. I grew up here in the era of the beef between the 49ers. Oh, man. That era was even, look, it started for me back with the catch. It started with me with the catch, man. Look, I was in high school, man. That stuff killed me, man. When they were the Cinderella story, they came through and they beat my Cowboys. But welcome to you, buddy. Welcome to you. Where's my mouse? Where'd my mouse go? Hello? Oh, here it is. There it is. There we go. Wrong mouse. On our way to 5-0, fly, Eagles, fly. Yeah, okay, all right, Eagles.
I think I'm going to win a good chance.
I think they have a good chance to beat the Arizona Cardinals. According to Brother Roz, the Cardinals have no chance in hell by the stats. But then again, he said strange things could be happening with Washington.
Kyle Murray is playing like ass this year.
He's playing better than Russell Wilson.
That's not hard to do.
He's playing better.
Playing better than Russell Wilson. That ain't hard to do.
I don't know. Jalen Hurts is from East Houston. Put some respect on his name. The hell with Jalen Squirts. East Side. The hell with Jalen Squirts. That was one of the voices, I think. Yeah, Brother Ross says he has many, many voices talking to him, and that was one of the cray voice that was telling you some crazy things about Washington. But let me say something about that game, because football, you can take almost any game. I don't care what the score is. You can take about 4 plays. If they go differently, the game can go differently. And a couple of things about that game. One, we did not get the penalties that we normally get, where we're getting called for penalties left and right. That happened to Washington. And fortunately for us, 2 of those that Washington got where we had 2 interceptions that could have been game killers for us. So understand that, yes, we got the victory. We won. The scoreboard looks a lot better than what it could have actually been. But understand, we still have a long ways to go. And we have some of our, some of y'all going crazy that we're going to slaughter the Rams. I tell you what, you got Sean McVay there, who is one of the best play callers out there. And he has had the Cowboys number. He's 3-1 against us. We're playing on the road, although we probably will have a lot of Cowboy fans there. In fact, Sean McVay is so worried about us having so many Cowboy fans there, they're practicing going on a silent count. That's kind of crazy. I've never heard of a home team working on going on a silent count. Anthony Eldridge, the rest may help them out. You're right about that, David. Shout out to David.
We got lucky against the Commanders.
Huh?
Because they didn't call as many.
I said we got some.
They helped us because we should have had 2 interceptions.
I don't put my finger up like Philly 500. If you notice, Philly 500, whenever he drinks, he's always got it.
Trying to be fancy. That's how they do it in like the UK or something. The royalty.
Yeah. So that's where we are with the Rams. Now, the Rams were beat up a little bit. Donovan Wilson was added to the list. We've got Jaron Kearse, who's coming back, of course. Dalton Schultz is still a little nicked up. Jake Ferguson is on the injury report. I think he was limited. Stop it, Mike. I'm not even started out with the channel just sharing shorts for fun. Okay. She said you put it up too quick. So
you gotta start somewhere.
Well, if you're doing the shorts, keep working the shorts. Talk about us unrespectful, Angelica. Wait, what did Angelica say? Ooh, yeah, it's amazing how Eagle fans, come here. Let me talk to you. Come here, guys. Look, come here, Eagle fans. Come closer. Let me say something. I don't understand how you think that you come on a Dallas Cowboys channel and expect people to respect you, especially when you come in with dirt on your shoes. You know, you put dirt on the carpet and things, right? You haven't bathed in a week and all that. You come in, you disrespect us, and then you're looking for us to respect you. Respect is given when it's earned.
Yeah, beat us first.
Okay?
Beat us.
Now understand, when I go into an Eagle chat, I expect to get a beat down. I understand. I'm in enemy territory. So why is it that you guys feel that you should be respected when you guys disrespected everything that we ever have done? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Okay? Just saying. If you're coming into the Lions Den, expect to get bit. Now be cool, okay? I didn't mean in a bad way. You know that. Ooh, okay, all right. Now kiss and make up then, Gina and Mike. Kiss and make up. Okay.
Never any problems to begin with.
No, I know there was no problems. But she's like, you just gotta put her on blast. She's like, I'm not ready for my YouTube channel yet, you know?
You get a few subscribers here and there, that helps.
Damn, Gina, listen to that song. I think of y'all. Hell, I just started a chapter 33 in my life, girl. They beat No W. Well, Michelle Lopez. Michelle? Yeah, Michelle. Boom. That's the thing. We heard we had Eagle fans saying, you remember what they used to say, well, Cowboys didn't beat any playoff teams. It was like, didn't the Eagles go to the playoffs? Weren't they a playoff team? Wasn't New England a playoff team?
They played worse than we did in the playoffs.
Or this is what killed me was the Eagles would the Cowboys didn't beat anybody. It's like, well, we beat your ass twice. That first game didn't count. It was too early in the season. The second game you got excuses, right?
They beat the Browns 2-2.
Okay. Yeah. I got it. Okay. Where is Ramalama Ding Dong?
Let's see.
You know what? I forgot about Ramalama. Oh man, I forgot all about, I guess he's a cockroach too. But you know what? I can't say anything because they won the Super Bowl. Mark, love your show and how you and Mike Anthony Fitness are so authentic. We about real as a mother thumper. Thank you. I appreciate that, Derek. Eagles talking all this crazy talk, but when our defense holds them under 20 and we beat them, they will go and hide it. Well, I wasn't planning on talking about the Eagles or anything any more than I was thinking about talking about Stan. But, the subject comes up. The thing Stan does is he will go and look for the news, okay? He will look to make the news and then kind of put it all back on me. So, Stan, shout out to you, buddy. I guess we'll see a profile. Next will be a Stan profile, won't it? The Eagles are always using that "it doesn't count" excuse until it comes to them. Gina, Vikings and Jags are over 5. Well, hey, Malik. Malik, come here. Malik, come here. Malik, come here.
Don't forget about the Lions.
There you go, in your ear, Malik.
Don't forget about the Lions.
Okay.
Because the Lions.
Hey, Malik, if you want to go there like that, Malik, the Giants are over 500. The only loss they had was to us.
But
and the runner-up in the Super Bowl last year, we beat them. But
the thing is,
who can you say that your team beat? Okay, no. All the teams that you beat last year, what did they do? Exactly.
They're sitting at home.
The Jaguars were the worst team in football.
But the thing is, though, the Eagles had to put up a lot of points to win.
They gave up 35. I don't care if it was garbage time or not. You gave up 35 points to the Lions.
And the Lions just can't finish. They could be undefeated right now, but they just can't finish games. The 3 games they lost by 3 points.
Okay, Malik.
By 3 points.
Okay, how many? And this is one that didn't make sense to me. But how many teams that you've beaten this year have been rated in the top 10? I'll wait.
All you gotta do is put up a lot of points against the Eagles.
Because I believe Cincinnati was rated 8th. I believe Cincinnati was rated 8th. Where's the Giants? Oh no, I'm sorry, not the Giants.
The Giants
sorry.
are probably rated higher.
Where is the Jaguars?
They're probably towards the second half.
Where are the Lions?
Towards the bottom.
Okay. Now the Vikings. Oh no, actually the Vikings might be. The Vikings would be the quality win, but it was Kirk Cousins in prime time. Where he's like 1-10.
Yeah, he has the Washington curse because Washington is bad in prime time. He has that Washington stink on him.
But Malik, you know what?
Washington stink.
Malik, if you want to hear praise for your team, you're not going to find it here. You're not, and you can try and convince me till your face turns blue, Cowboys blue, okay, and then it can turn Eagles green. And I'm still not going to say a good thing about your team. I'm sorry. You're okay with me, Malik, but I still don't like your team.
I don't like their team either, but
I'll give you credit. You've beaten the teams in front of you, but that doesn't mean that you can beat all of the teams in the NFL. I know there's the love fest for the Eagles. Oh, well, you've got to give them credit. They're 4-0. Okay, all right, but did you play Tampa Bay in that defense?
Tampa Bay's up and down.
They are up and down. Well, their defense isn't. Their defense has been great.
Yes, but the offense is terrible.
Well, their offense, okay. Unlike their offense now that's beat up, Julio Jones played the first game against us. Chris Godwin played against us. Mike Evans. What is the best receiver that the Eagles have faced this season?
And don't forget the off the field issues with Tom Brady, too.
Right. Listen, Eagle fans, we played Mike Evans, Julio Jones, Chris Godwin, Jamar Chase. That's 4 premier receivers right there. Name me one great receiver that you guys played. Because we shut them down. Shut them down. Scary Terry got scared. Scary Terry ran home. Justin Jefferson. Okay, I'll give you Justin. Okay, so you got one. But Justin Jefferson hasn't been great this year, has he? Okay, so you got 1. We got 4. How about that? But that's okay. I hope you Eagles keep flying high, and then when you run into that buzzsaw, it's going to make it that much worse. Because you guys believe that you're going to go wire to wire. You're not going to lose a game. Well, you're going to be Super Bowl champions. And when that adversity comes, it's going to hit you guys hard.
They're going to lose.
Yeah, it's going to hurt.
Tom Brady lost in the Super Bowl. His only loss that 1 year was in the Super Bowl.
When you guys do lose, you've been built up so high that it is going to hurt. It is. And you know what? I'll be there. Just call my name. And I'll be there laughing my ass off.
Well, Phil's gonna be calling your name.
Laughing my ass off. That's what we'll do. That's what we do. Justin got off a little. But again, I'm sorry. I don't know that you can count Kirk Cousins primetime football. I mean, that's almost a given.
Yeah, because he sucks in prime time. That Washington.
Malik, now, I was going to, listen, I made a bet, or I was trying to make a bet with Philly 500 to go to that game.
I would go too if he had a group of people going.
And Philly 500 wouldn't do it.
I think it's, well.
He's scared to fly?
Yeah, that's what he said. He's scared to fly. That's what he said, though.
He's gone to Philly before since I've known him to watch games.
But he said he's scared to fly.
He's scared of the Cowboys kicking that ass and having to wear a Cowboy jersey. Let's be clear here. That's the bottom line is he would be scared. Look, he's scared of his own people. He knows that they're like the Walking Dead. They see that jersey.
I think you'll be okay. As long as you get up, you watch the game, you get up and you just leave Philly. Just get up and leave. You don't even stay after the game. You just leave. I think you'll be okay.
Oh, Brother Roz, it's so funny. Donovan and Curse are going to play with their hooker this week. Oh, man. There we go. Okay. Angelica Rome, they have a dirty house and want to spend the night.
He's talking about the other teams in the East.
Oh, okay. To be for real, I'm also scared to fly. Cosmic. I'm not crazy about it. Not after that JetBlue fight. I'm like, I'll drive anywhere. Okay.
Well, it depends though. If I can't drive, then I'll fly.
I mean, I agree, but I would rather drive.
If going like Puerto Rico, I'm gonna have to get on that plane.
Yeah. And it seems like there's going to be a good chance that we're going to be able to go back to Puerto Rico and do some more work. There's Benita Armstrong. How are you doing? Okay, so back to Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford has tendinitis, and he's had it through the summer, okay? Now, tendinitis is like an inflammation of the tendon, okay? It swells up a bit, and it's just really, really sore. It's like tennis elbow, okay? But it's tendinitis. The problem with tendinitis is you have to do rehab on it, and it's one of those things that you can't work. When you work it, it doesn't get any better. Like my wife right now has tendinitis, okay? And when she moves that arm up, it's like, it turns over the night. She's like, it's like, okay, and literally the doctor's like, look, I know you don't want to take the pain meds, but you have to take them, and you have to take them consistently to get the pain down on it. And then you start doing the physical therapy. And it's about 6 weeks of time to go. And the thing he said to her, or she said to her, was don't lift anything over 5 pounds. Don't lift anything over 5 pounds for the next 6 weeks. So, I'm not saying that Matthew Stafford is like my wife, but it's the same kind of injury.
Is the ball more than 5 pounds?
But lifting something 5 pounds is one thing. Now, throwing in that whipping action, you know how many pounds of pressure you're putting on that joint?
Yeah,
you're killing it. Now, they'll shoot it up with painkillers.
That's the same injury that baseball players get with the tendonitis
right.
elbow because they're throwing that ball a lot.
Painkillers will help, but you still have the injury. And I'm actually, Brother Roz wouldn't let me give him a pass, but I'm saying that maybe some of the bad playing that he's doing is because of the tendonitis. And he's like, no, that's not. He's just a bad quarterback.
Which is also true because he's a bad quarterback.
Now check this out.
He's a bad quarterback.
But see, people will say, but he won the Super Bowl. Well, so did Russell Wilson. And right now you look at Russell Wilson and saying, oh yeah, I need that guy. But listen, 4 TDs, 6 interceptions. Okay. Now this is where it really gets crazy. And this is one of the things that Roz will say, you can't do that. But listen, if you take out the Atlanta Falcons game, Colin Cowherd does this to Dak Prescott all the time, so why can't I do it? But if you take out the Atlanta Falcons game where he had 3 TDs and 2 interceptions, that means in the other 3 games, he had 1 TD and 4 interceptions. That's pretty bad. And he's already had 2 pick sixes, tying Joe Namath for 3rd all time in pick sixes in the history of the NFL. That's not good. And you look at it right now, it's like Cooper Kupp is his only receiver. He is going to Cooper Kupp too much, and Cooper Kupp's kind of in the slot, and their yard average for passes aren't downfield. They miss not having Odell Beckham Jr. they miss having Whitworth, okay? And now their center's also hurt. You can put pressure on them, but like a caged animal, a wounded caged animal, you don't trust them. And this is one of those games that I'm not going to say, oh, we got it. No, because we got some Cowboy fans out there. Man, we're going to blow them away. I don't know about that, man. You know what? I just want a victory.
I just want a victory and some money on Sunday.
24/7 Cowboy. No, thank you for watching. Thanks for being the most entertaining play-by-play game day live stream on YouTube. I've been good, Gina. Thanks. Crazy Corvette, man. Haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing? They will try and run. Eagles are flying high. Yeah. Wounded animals have teeth. You're right about that, Brother Ross. Wounded animals have teeth. Happy Friday, Gina. It's a glorious day. I got to hang with you and your niece and nephew. It's a blessing. Rams have horns. Teams are running on our edges. They're not running much, though. You know, you can't. As much as we like to say that we're going to give a team 0 yards, that doesn't happen. Ugly win. I would. You know what, Carolina Cowboy? I wouldn't mind any kind of win.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind making some money on Sunday.
Flexor tendonitis. Stafford also played baseball. Cam Akers going to eat on Sunday. Maybe. Sally from Japan. Sally. Long toss Sally. What's up, Sally? From Japan. Hit that like button. Shout out to Crazy Corvette. All right, so that's where we are with Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford has been one of the most sacked quarterbacks. I think he's been sacked 17 times, okay? You know, literally, he said to Carson Wentz, hold my beer, okay? When he heard that Carson Wentz was the most sacked quarterback, he said, hold my beer, Carson, okay? Because now he's taking that mantle. And their deep threat, Jefferson is not there. And so they don't have the weapons to get downfield. And their offensive line is beat up. I think it favors the Cowboys, but I can't say that we're going to win this going away. They're still the defending Super Bowl champions. We're going on. What do you love?
Sure about that? Because they've been
they can't ever take. Once you win it, they can't take it away. Can't take it away. They will be the 2021 Super Bowl champions.
It looks like the Bengals. They went to
okay, well, everybody knows there's a Super Bowl hangover.
They're both.
Nobody's repeated since New England. What, 2004?
Yeah, they repeated. I think one. No, they repeat. No, yeah, winning the Super Bowl. That's when they repeated. But they used to go to Super Bowl.
He'll spend more time in the sack than before Brady's divorce. Damn, Brother Ross. I don't know. I mean, we only got Carson Wentz, twice last week? I mean, you know, we didn't do that good last week.
We got more interceptions than anything else.
If we can get him, we will be okay. But we need to run the ball. Yeah. Well, Glimmerman, shout out to you on the 12 personnel.
Hopefully Tony Pollard's playing too.
Should be morning time in Japan. It should be. Early, I guess early. I don't know what time it is. What time is it in Japan right now? Because
it's the next day.
I mean,
they're like a day.
Because Michelle always calls from Australia, and usually she's going to bed when we're getting up in the morning.
Yeah, it's like the next day.
Right. So usually, like if Tracy's talking to her now, she's like just waking up. I think something like that. Mark, people say that Matthew Stafford is better than Dak is crazy. Well,
I mean, the man did win a Super Bowl.
He won a Super Bowl, but you got to look at that team that they had last year was loaded. I mean, they had Von Miller, they had Aaron Donald, they had Jalen Ramsey. You know, they brought in Odell, of course, with Cooper Kupp. I mean, that team was loaded. They bought a Super Bowl. You couldn't look at the Cowboys and say, yeah, we got that. And even right now, they still have a bunch of players that are really, really good. They got Bobby Wagner in there too. Matthew Stafford has a better arm than that. Not right now, Mo. Not with that tendonitis. And Matthew Stafford, you know, led the NFL last year in interceptions with a good arm, 17. Just saying. I'm just saying. He's averaging a interception and a half per game. That's not good. But that's a case of they built a team around him. They had a great coach, and they went on and they ran, and they won the Super Bowl in there. I can't be mad at him. You can't look at the Dallas Cowboys and say that right now on offense we have the weapons. Our defense, we can say, yeah, our defense is probably better right now. Ron, if that's the case, he'll keep playing. All right, so are we ready to do a drawing? I don't know what we're giving away this time. I didn't bring down any of the. No, not Randy. We'll do that one on Sunday. We'll do Randy White on Sunday. We'll give away. I know we got the Charles Haley ones up there, and we also have Lord Nova. You're the man. No, Lord Nova. You're the man. Jonathan is almost comical at this point. I test Matthew Stafford on Madden 23, and he's a link tough compared to others for real. Makes me wonder about the Sunday game versus Rams.
Yeah, but he's also not injured in Madden.
I love Wee says, I also love Gina's new YouTube channel because he subbed her up.
Well, good.
Let me say.
Good.
He said, Nikki, ? I'm old, but I subbed anyway. Shout out to you.
Closer to 1,000.
Okay, so Mike said Japan is 11 a.m. right now. So it's okay. So
it's
okay,
like
cool.
Day. So it's almost 20,
Up Game Changer, who is addicted to rumors.
So it's 25 hours. Or no.
Any Eagles gear to Roz, if there was any Eagles gear in here, we'd be burning it right now.
Well, you ain't burning my helmet.
Is that gear? That's a helmet. That's not gear.
I mean, it's Eagle paraphernalia.
Wow, Mark, I'm impressed you got facts tonight. Okay, Eric Walls.
Like the enemy, but hey.
I got a call. You know what? It's crazy. Okay. Dem Boys Kicks is, I think he's coming next week. We met him last year at the tailgate.
Well, DJ's coming too next week.
We also, I think we have, I've got a, the funny, okay. I've got people who want to come to my house for games. And Tracy's like, are we going to do background checks and stuff?
You have to do at least an interview.
So that's what I've got an interview because we have somebody who wants to come for the game next week for the Philadelphia game.
An interview or somebody that we both know.
Right. So yeah, so if y'all have any suggestions on how we should do that for people coming through, because I mean there was a Sean Taylor thing where they had a party and the people that came back and robbed the house.
For the sites, you could do background checks on people if you know their information.
Okay.
They have sites where you can just pay a fee or whatever, get their background information,
and find out that they're cray.
Or find out whatever information you need. No, there's sites out there for that kind of information.
Jason Renfro, tailgate member. Jason,
His went out today.
Jason.
His went out today.
Let's go Cowboys. Let's beat those scams and start the search for that 6 and beyond. All right. Yours went out today. Your gold Joe Barty and your new shot glass. And I tell you what, when you get your Joel Joe Barty and your new shot glass, can you take a picture for me? Can you? Members only you can do. Members you can only do. A colonoscopy is also only if you're over 50. But Scott, hey, listen. Whether you're watching the game with me, if you're over 50, you should have a colonoscopy. Shout out, because that's one of those things. When you find out that you got colon or rectal cancer, without a colonoscopy, it's too late. You're right about the sacks not being everything. That's the benefit of Micah. Pressures that work. All right. You know what's funny, Roz? I forgot. I meant to save the clip. But somebody was basically saying that Micah Parsons, he was good the first 2 games, but, he hasn't been, he's been kind of missing the last couple, that he's really not a top 3, defensive player and blah, blah, blah. Is my son a Dallas fan? Yes, he is. Yeah, of course he is.
I got a tattoo on my shoulder.
Right. Come on, man. Dak's not done yet. Of course he's a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, of course Dak's not done.
All right.
He just
Let's get this draw. Sorry. It's been a long day. Let's get this drawing going. I'm talking about the needed pressures. Okay. Cooper Rush fan. Hello. Alan Williams. Well, Alan, you got 17 years, buddy. Although I think they're saying 40 that they're recommending now.
Well, Dak Prescott gets early because of his mom.
But basically, you're going to eat some stuff or drink some stuff that's going to make you literally just like, it's like somebody put a fire hose down your colon and just sprayed everything out. You literally have to stay home and sit on the toilet for hours because it's no point in getting up. It is going to it's going to clean your system out. And then you go to the doctor and they put you on a table. Forever Runway Fashion Line. Bam. Jason, I sent to your email. Jason, we sent you the picture. I got you. But what they're going to do is they're going to stick a camera probe thing inside your rear end and look for polyps. And they see polyps, they're going to cut them out and they're going to check them to see if they're cancerous. So that's what they do. But it only takes about a half an hour. And you wake up. When you wake up, the first thing they say is, let her rip, because you're going to end up hearing a lot of gas because they blow it up with air, okay, so they can really look at it. So, yeah, it's not a lot of fun, but it's a lot more fun than having cancer, okay? So definitely, because I know we got a lot of people my age here, and I want to see you live a long and prosperous life. So get that colonoscopy, whether or not you're coming to watch a game with me or not, okay? How about that? He was hurt. Michelle Lopez, who was hurt? I pooped in a box. Was all clear. Well, that's the other way you can do it. That's true. Yeah, they have that one too. But because I have a history in my family and because I had so many polyps the first time, I have to keep getting one every year. So just to make sure. Cooper Rush fan, I'm good, buddy. I'm good. Colonoscopy is going to be a must for me. My dad died of cancer. Crazy Corvette, definitely. Listen to your doctors and don't wait. He gets emotional and calls everyone on the roster trash when we lose. Who does? Who? Oh, Michael. Oh, yeah. I'm serious. Yeah, this is true. Oh, my God. You know what?
No. We were at a game once. I think it was the first game of the season.
What the hell are you doing, Micah Parsons?
No. I was cussing out Dak Prescott. This was before the last game we went to. Well, against the Giants, I was cussing out.
He will cut. I'm telling you. You can't have one bad play or else. In fact, I need to have, I got the Philly cam. I need to just have the mic cam in the corner there so you can just keep up with Michael on it. What are you doing? Oh, my God. I mean, seriously. Thanks for all the life-saving advice. You know what? I hope it helps, Eric. I hope it helps. All right, so I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired, boss. Michelle Lopez says gross. Michelle, it may be gross, but if you know anybody who's had colorectal cancer, it's not so gross to do that. Seriously. There's so many different kinds of cancer.
Sharp had cancer too. I think it was colon cancer.
Right.
And he survived.
Probably found out early.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
That's the thing. You got to look early.
There's a lot of here's the thing. Some of you younger people don't understand, but as you get older, there's a whole lot of things out there that can get to you that may not be pretty, but you still have to deal with. And life in general can be ugly, but it sure beats the alternative. I am very, very blessed to have all of you great fans. And when I put out the message, because we were confused on the Thrive site, because, for example, Crazy Corvette, I'm betting that that's not actually his real name. But when you filled out the Thrive site, we have your real name, and I don't know who you are as far as the list from YouTube. And so I put out a members-only video to say, hey, go back to the Thrive site so that way we know who you are, because we're sending out stuff for people who have been a channel member for over a year. So we're done the tailgate members right now. Yeah, okay, we're getting that. Then we're going to deal with the super fans. They're going to get something. And then we're trying to figure out what we're going to do for the Mojo crew members. There's a lot of you guys. There's a whole lot of those.
Yeah, I looked at the thing. It's like over 200.
Oh, it's more than that.
Or 300 or something like that.
Well, but a lot of them haven't registered on the Thrive site, though. That's the thing. Right. And so if you haven't registered and haven't gotten like any of the stuff because you haven't registered, go to the community tab, and in there's a link for the Thrive site. And some of the messages that I've gotten from you guys are amazing. You know, you truly make me feel great. You guys make me realize that that stands of the world out there can't steal my joy because of all the great people like you guys. Captain Talk depends on what booty we're talking about. Mark Philadelphia said on Philly's 500 channel that the moderators blocked him because his team is winning this year. I thought I unblocked him. He kept emailing me and telling me, oh, they blocked. I got blocked. I thought I unblocked him.
Yeah, Philadelphia is not one of those crazy.
And I told him, I said, just in case, because unless there was another Philadelphia, to send me the link for his channel so that way I can unblock him. But, we got some cray-crays out there. Eastside Herald is like, okay. Listen, if you don't act like a jackass, you don't get blocked. Only Mark can block. I very few people do I block.
It's the moderators. If you get the power, you can.
Yeah, moderator can block you.
If you got
I think sometimes it happens by accident, but I'll go through and see if I can check and see if it's there. But anyway, I need to finish updating the shots video because I forgot that Tracy ended up sending me a whole bunch of new ones. But shout out to Mike McCarthy, who basically said,
I'm no punk bitch. I ain't no punk bitch neither. I'm no punk bitch.
He said he's no punk bitch when it comes to the Cowboys being underdogs. That's messed up. Why block Philadelphia now? The team is winning. Brian, I didn't block him. I actually talked to him and thought I unblocked him. What's on the menu for the Rams game? I think I'm doing a French dip sub, okay? And I know Lola said, French dip? I live in L.A. and I don't have that shit.
Well, maybe that's not what a cup of tea.
But no, but there is like the taco sub. I mean, just think about like when I was thinking actually, if we did like the steak tacos or do it like a fajita sub.
French dip sounds better.
I think it could be pretty good. Any update on Prescott? Dak Prescott is gripping the ball better, but he's still a ways away. I don't think Dak plays this week or next week.
We need to put a lot of points up against the Lions.
Mark, I need to send some.
A lot of points on the board.
Ooh. Sally said I need to send you some Japanese spicy chips or spicy noodles challenge. Uh-oh. Did you see that? Ooh. It would be different. That's what we do here. We come up with unique shit. All right, get your shot glasses ready. And when you get your Joe Barty's, again, you tailgate members, shout out to you. When you get your Joe Barty, please take a picture of it for me.
Now people in the chat are asking what's a French dip sandwich.
French dip, okay. Oui, monsieur, okay. What we're going to do is we get rare roast beef, okay? Some nice rare roast beef, okay? Lots of it. And what you're going to do is you have au jus, which is like a watery gravy, okay? You're going to take some onions and you're going to caramelize them in butter, okay? Lots of onions. Can you picture it? Caramelized onions, okay? Then you take the roast beef and you dip it in the au jus, right? And then you put it on top of the onions and you put some, what do you call it? Horseradish cheese, because it's spicy. You put that horseradish cheese on top of it and let that juice and those onions melt that cheese, and then you put it on the sub. Ooh, and then you pour that au jus on there, and then you get a little bowl with some more au jus in it. So when you get your sub, you dip it in that au jus, so you got a soggy, wet sub with those caramelized onions. And you got to make a horseradish sauce to go on too, where you take the horseradish, sour cream, and mayonnaise. Ooh, man, I'm telling you, that shit is good. It's real good. Trust me. Let me ask you this, Gina, have you seen me make a bad sub? Although the lobster roll wasn't good.
But that's because you're Americanized.
That lobster roll, that New England shit,
What you
should have known.
gotta do is you gotta make it your own. So if you made it your own, it'll be so much
Cooper
better.
Rush fan, Dak is not going to be back this week, and I don't think next week either. How about that?
Well, if he
Okay.
win this week,
So Cooper
we'll
Rush fan, you can keep your profile picture there for at least another 2 weeks. Okay. Cooper Rush fan, not for a week or two at least. The ginger is the secret ingredient. Mm-hmm. Hello, Cooper Rush fan. Oh. There's a famous sub called the L.A. Cuban. Look it up. Okay, an L.A. Cuban. All right. I'll look it up while we're watching this. Get your shot glasses ready, y'all. Looks like our Cuban well, that
No, it has like a chicken pan. Maybe with a chicken pan or chicken.
But we've done a Cuban though.
I mean, basically the same sandwich.
Eric Walls. Damn, Eric. And that's all we have for you guys tonight. As always, I appreciate it. Tomorrow evening, of course, 5 o'clock, we'll have our usual Zoom in call. Channel members, I'll have the link posted early afternoon. If you want to be able to join in, I look forward to seeing y'all. And with that being said, it's time to turn out the lights. The party's over.
Party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts